welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be answering every single question that has to do with Krystal and her pregnancy and the baby. I thought it would be a good idea to just put all the answers in one video so it's easy for everybody to find. So I'm like, you know what? Let's sit down, let's film a Q&A, and I'll answer all of the questions. So that's what we're going to do today. I asked you guys on Instagram to send in some questions. We're going to go ahead and get started. But before we do, this video is actually sponsored. And guys, I am so excited about today's sponsor. You have no idea how cool this is. I actually reached out to them. That's how excited I am about this. So I've been getting sleep. I know, crazy, right? Like, how could I be getting sleep if Krystal's pregnant and could be giving birth any day now? Well, today I'm talking to you guys about Foal app. Foal app is an app designed to make monitoring your mare a lot easier. I was on Google and I was trying to find foaling alarms, like something that would ring or let me know that she was foaling. But I was coming across like some crazy systems with like modems and cables and antennas and stuff. Number one, it's crazy expensive, and number two, that's like too much. Like, how am I gonna set all this stuff up? So I just continued to browse and I came across Foal app. You guys, an app for foaling. I was like, I can't miss the birth. Like, I can't miss the birth. What if she's giving birth? How am I gonna know? I was on my phone checking the cameras every 20 minutes. Like, I literally had an alarm every 20 minutes. But ever since I got the Foal app, things have been a lot more relaxed. What you basically do is you purchase this pouch, and this actually attaches to your horse's halter. All you need is just an extra cell phone. It can be like an old cell phone you have laying around. Maybe you've upgraded this year and you still have your old one. And if you don't have a cell phone, they actually have a package that includes a cell phone as well when you order the pouch. So what you do is just open up the pouch and you slide your phone into the pouch. Then you attach your pouch to your horse's halter. So once you have the pouch and the phone, all you have to do is download the Foal app and you just allocate time for your mare, like depending how far you are from your mare's due date and how much time you need to be able to monitor her. So you just purchase the time, and then whenever your horse lays down, you get an alarm that goes off on your personal phone letting you know that your mare is foaling. I have finally been able to sleep at night because I know that I'm just gonna get an alarm if anything happens. All you need is access to Wi-Fi, or you can even use it with your phone's data plan. And it's not only that, you guys, like, you actually have access to the camera on the halter. And if it's nighttime, you can turn on the flashlight so you can see, and you can actually listen through the phone as well. So you can determine, okay, is she just laying down just to relax, or is she breathing heavy, and is she in labor? It sends you notification if the phone battery on your mare is low. You can watch multiple mares. It can alert multiple mobile phones, so it's not just yours. Like, you can have family members getting alerts as well. And as you guys know, I have the camera set up in her stall, but now with Foal app, I have a camera that follows her around. She could be out in the pasture and I can check on her with the phone on her halter, you guys. This is the coolest thing. It has literally made this whole pregnancy so much more relaxing. I'm not like crazy panicking, running out every 5 minutes. I know it's foaling season. If you have a mare that's pregnant and you want to be able to monitor her and get alarms if she goes into foaling, definitely check out Foal app. I'll leave the app in my description box. It's gonna give you so much peace of mind. Thank you so much to Foal app for working with me. This is amazing. Okay, so the first question is, when is she due? Krystal is due to give birth on January 25th. We don't know if she's gonna go sooner or later, but her due date is technically January 25th. The next question is, have you ridden Krystal at all during her pregnancy? I think I did a couple times, like the first 2 months, less than a handful of times since I found out that she was pregnant. I just wasn't really riding too much to begin with. The next question is she going to be having the baby at your farm or somewhere else? I officially decided to let her have the baby at the repro vet. I actually thought long and hard about this. As you guys know, I was considering letting her just give birth here at the house. I would have loved that, but there's so many things that can go wrong. Krystal is a maiden mare, so that means she's never had a baby before, and there is a little bit more risk with a maiden mare compared to a mare that has had babies in the past. And not only that, I've done so much research, I've read so many articles, but I'm still like a beginner. This would be my first experience ever. This is gonna be her first experience ever. So there are just too many firsts, you know what I mean? Like, even Rob, he's never seen a birth before either. So there are just too many first times, you know, and I don't want to risk her safety. Even though my plan was to call the vet when she went into full foaling, but that's a risk within itself. Like, what if the vet is busy? What if the vet is too far? What if she doesn't get here in time? So you know what? I just decided to just let her have the baby at the vet with her repro vet. Obviously, if she just surprises us and starts going into labor here and we haven't moved her over yet, then that is a possibility, but the plan is to send her over to her reproduction vet. The next question is, what height is Yankee and Krystal? So Krystal is 16 hands and Yankee, I think he's over 15 but under 16. I haven't actually measured him, but I'm almost positive he's either 15.1 or like 15.2-ish. Ooh, this is a good question. Is Yankee the stallion you would have chosen to breed Krystal to if you could have? If you're asking about the stallions that we have, like between Yankee or Dooley, I am so glad that it was Yankee. Not because I don't love Dooley, I love Dooley. He is so gorgeous. He is such a sweet horse. Sometimes I forget he's a stallion. Like, he's so good. You guys have seen him. Like, I've done reining with him. Like, he is such a good boy. But he is really short and I kind of like tall horses. I don't know what it is. I'm just a tall horse kind of girl. Honestly, I haven't measured him, but he's like 14, 14.1, 14.2, like between that. So between the two stallions that we do have, I'm glad that it was Yankee. But if you're talking about like stallions in general, like out in the world, I think maybe I would have picked a different stallion. Not because there's anything wrong with Yankee, but just because there are so many to choose from. You know, I could have gone with a paint, I don't know, a Palomino, a big boned, thick quarter horse stallion to see if maybe that can like offset Krystal's thoroughbred look and kind of create like a nice medium. But Yankee is still gorgeous. Like, I got lucky with Yankee. The next question is, how far along is she? Krystal was actually bred on February 19th, so that would be January 19th. She'd be 11 months. The next question is, are you excited for the foal to come and will you be in the stable, like in the stall during the birth? The plan is for me to be there, but you guys know, like, this is super random. I'm gonna try my best to be there. I have to be there. That is the plan, but we'll see. And am I excited for the foal? Of course I'm excited, you guys. Like, I am going crazy over here. I can't wait to meet that little miracle that's inside her belly. But at the same time, I know this is weird, I feel like I'm gonna miss her being pregnant. Like, I don't know, just her being pregnant now is such a magical thing, and I feel like I should cherish this moment, appreciate it. Like, I'm not in a rush for the baby to come. I really want to just enjoy this time with her, like while she's pregnant, while it's just her, because she's my baby. It's just crazy that she's pregnant, so I do want to enjoy the pregnancy part of it as well. But I'm definitely excited for the baby, of course, and I can't wait to see what it's like. The next question is, how old is Krystal? So Krystal actually turned 13 months a couple months ago. 13 years old a couple months ago. I actually made her a cake. If you guys want to see that video, I'll leave a link down below. The next question is, are you scared of the birth? Like, for the birth, are you scared? The funny thing is, I was scared at first, but it's weird. Like, the closer we're getting to the due date, the more relaxed I feel. Like, I don't know what happened that just made something switch in my head, and I'm just like, it's gonna be fine. In the beginning, I was like, oh my god, like, what's gonna happen? Oh my god, a complication. She's pregnant, she's a maiden, she's old, oh my goodness. I don't know what changed. I totally feel at peace. I totally feel like it's gonna happen when it happens. Everything's gonna go good. Like, you need to chill. But yeah, I totally feel like everything's gonna be fine. The next question is, are you going to do a gender reveal? And I am! And that's not all I'm doing. Like, I have so many plans, so many videos coming up. This is gonna be exciting. This is an exciting time. So if you are not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of it, so you don't miss the birth, so you don't miss the gender reveal, so you don't miss the name reveal. Yeah, that's happening too. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely doing a gender reveal, and I have the cutest idea in my head. Hopefully it turns out the way I'm picturing. It's gonna be so adorable. So yes, definitely doing a gender reveal. The next question is, do you want it to be a colt or a filly? So if you don't know, a colt is a boy and a filly is a girl. I honestly don't have a preference. I know it's really weird, but like, I don't know. Like, I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, what do I want? I've always just had mares. Obviously, we have the boys, Yankee, Dooley, Ziggy. Like, we've had boys, but like, I personally have never had a boy horse, a gelding or a stallion. So shouldn't I experience a boy? The next question is, if it's a boy, will you keep it a stud? No, I think I would have him gelded. We don't need another stallion. And even though the baby will be registered, I will have papers and everything, people aren't looking for like appendix studs, and I'm not interested in being a breeder. So yeah, I think I'm leaning towards having him gelded if it's a boy. The next question is, do you know the baby's gender? I actually don't know the baby's gender. I have no idea what the baby is. To be honest, I'm not interested in knowing. I'd rather just be surprised at the end. The next question is, what are you going to name the baby? So I totally have a list on my phone and I think I have a name picked out. And this is crazy. This is totally not like me. I've always been the kind of person that needs to like meet whatever it is, hang out with it. Like, I'm just be talking so weird. Let's talk about the horse. I would normally just wait for the baby to be born, hang out with the baby, meet the baby, and I feel like a name would come over time. Like, I can't pick a name ahead of time because like it has to match. It has to match the baby's personality. It has to match just how it acts. I've always just picked the name after. But this is the first time I actually have a name that's just been sticking in my head. Out of my entire list, this name has just been in there, and I think this might be the name. I'm not gonna say it because I'm gonna do a whole name reveal and everything. I think this is gonna be his name or her name. It's a unisex name. If I actually end up naming the baby that, it would work for both a girl and a boy. But then again, if I meet the baby and I just feel like it's not matching, then I might just go back to my list, or maybe something will pop up at the moment, you know, but I think I might have it. The next question is, do you have a registered name? I don't have a registered name, and I really wanted you guys to help me come up with cool little pairings between Krystal's registered name and Yankee's registered name. So like once the baby's born and once you hear the name, we can all come up with like a registered name. I think I have a couple ideas, but I'm not sure yet. I want to have your guys' input because you guys have good names. I've seen your names in the comments. All the names that you've left me, those are good ones. The next question is, what was your first reaction when you found out that Krystal was pregnant? Oh my gosh. You guys were there. You witnessed my first reaction. So if you guys haven't seen the first video of this series, the video where I found out she was pregnant, I'll leave it linked in my description box. It was a roller coaster of emotions. So if you guys want to see what that was like, definitely check out that video. My reaction and everything was caught on camera. So check it out if you want to see it. The next question is, are you filming the birth? Yes, of course I'm gonna be filming the birth. I'm gonna try to film the birth, you know? That's the plan. But all I've heard and all I've read is like everything's unexpected. They try and do it when you're not there. So the plan is to film the birth, obviously. I'm praying she doesn't do it while I'm not there. Like, I wanna be there so bad. So if I'm there, it's being recorded. Please, Lord, I need to be there for the birth, okay? That's the plan. The next question is, what color do you hope the foal will be? Again, I mean, this one I feel like I do kind of have a preference, but like, I don't feel so strongly about this as I thought I would. I would be happy with whatever we get, but of course I do want a little buckskin baby. I think it's gonna be either between a bay or a buckskin. So if it's between those two, I hope it's a buckskin. Because I already have a bay, of course I would like to have like a buckskin. I think that would be amazing if the baby was a buckskin. But again, if it is a bay, I'm not gonna be heartbroken or anything like that. It's gonna be gorgeous regardless. The next question is, can you do a live stream? I mentioned this at first, like in the first couple of videos in this series, that I wanted to do a live stream and leave a camera up for you guys to check out, and like you can log in whenever you wanted to check on Krystal and everything. But now that she's having the baby at the vet, I'm not really too sure how that's gonna go. If you guys have ever done anything like that, definitely leave me a comment down below with some tips or letting me know how. I have a Valentina Cowgirl Facebook page, so maybe that's where I would put the live stream. But like, how would I link a camera, like the ones I put up, the Wise Cam, like how would I link that to Facebook for a live stream? I still have a little bit more research to do, but again, because she is going to the foaling vet, I don't know if I'd be able to do that, but I'm still gonna check it out and see. We'll see. The next question is, will Krystal have foals again in the future? Like, will she ever have another foal? No, I honestly don't think so. I think this is it, just one baby. As you guys know, this was an accident. I don't regret it, but I definitely don't want it to happen again. Like, I got really, really lucky because it happened with such a good pair. This has definitely been an exciting experience. This has been amazing. I wouldn't change anything at all. I don't regret it, but part of being a responsible horse owner is just making sure that things like that don't happen again. And not because I don't love babies, and of course I would love babies, but again, there are so many horses in the world that people don't want. So to add more to the population when there are so many horses looking for homes, I don't feel good about that. But yeah, she won't be having another baby. The next question is, how have you been dealing with the pregnancy? Has it been stressful? I have definitely been a lot more calm lately. At first I was definitely panicking and stressed and freaking freaking out and everything. But I don't know why, like the closer we get, the mellower I get. Yeah, like I don't feel too stressed. Everything's been chill. She's ready. The stall's ready. The Foal app has been helping a lot. So I don't feel like I have to be like, oh my god, checking on her like every 2 seconds. Just knowing that this is on her, it gives me a little bit more peace of mind. But yeah, I haven't been too stressed. I think I might feel a little bit stressed when the birth is happening and like after, just because there's so many things that go into it. The baby needs blood work. Like there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. So that might be a little bit stressful, but she's gonna be at the vet. My vet knows what she's doing, so I'm chillaxed, you know? Has she been temperamental at all? Krystal? No. She's been exactly the same. She hasn't been temperamental. She hasn't been territorial. She hasn't been anything. Like she's been great. The next question is, will Brandi meet the baby? And of course, Brandi will be meeting the baby. I know her nosy butt is gonna be peeking over the stall, as you guys saw in my last video. Like she's gonna be all up in that space. So of course she's gonna meet the baby. She's too curious not to. The next question is, would you rather Krystal not be pregnant? This is a good question. Like I said, I feel like everything happens for a reason. And if she ever were to get pregnant, I feel like this would have been the way. Because I feel good that it wasn't like my decision. I don't regret it. Would I rather her not be pregnant? No. If she was meant to be pregnant, then she's meant to be pregnant. Like I'm fine with it. I don't regret what happened. Obviously we can't let it happen again. It was a mistake and we got pretty lucky. Yeah, I wouldn't change it. Everything happens for a reason. So yeah, I would not rather her be pregnant. How do I respond to that? I would rather her be pregnant. All right, you guys, so my battery died. It's much later in the day. I think it's been like an hour or 2 hours, but I do have just a few more questions left. I don't even know where I left off. We're just gonna continue. It says, are you gonna train the foal or will you be taking it to a trainer? I actually plan on training the foal myself. I feel like there's so much bonding that goes on when you start your training process. I actually trained Brandi from scratch and that went really well. The only thing I can think of is if like a discipline. Then again, I would like to do just lessons, like the trainer teaching me how to train. I don't know, just because I want to be a part of the process. So yes, I will be training the foal. The next question is, are you going to be doing videos like you did for starting Brandi? So if you guys don't know, I actually have a whole series on my channel called Starting Brandi, where I bring you guys along every single part of my training process with my mare Brandi. I filmed everything like from the beginning, what I did at first, and then every single step. They're all in order, so you can watch in order. But basically the question is, will I be doing that with this baby? And honestly, you guys, I'm not sure. I would love to document it, but the Starting Brandi videos are so much work. It just takes a lot of planning. It's kind of hard to film because I don't have someone to help me film, so most of the times I have to like set up the tripod. And with Brandi, I've pushed back so much of her training sessions because I wanted to film them. So like I'm so behind in her training because every time I wanted to work with her on something, I'm like, no, I can't because I have to film it, but I'm not ready to film yet. So I felt like I wasn't working with her as often as I normally would because I had filming in mind. Like I felt like, oh, I don't want to work or do anything with her because I want to film it, and then I wouldn't have time to film, so I'd just get pushed back and I wouldn't be working with her. So I really don't want that to happen with this baby. So that's kind of like the only thing that's holding me back. I don't know, maybe if I do it like in a chill style, like maybe vlog style, but since I am going to be doing pretty much the same stuff that I did with Brandi, it might also be a little bit repetitive if you guys watch the Starting Brandi series, because that's basically how I would be working with this baby. So I don't know, I have to think about it. The next question is, what do you hope the baby will be like? Personality, color, etc. The thing is, I really don't have expectations. I'm really fine with whatever. I guess if I really had to like design my dream baby, again, I think I'd go for a buckskin just because I don't have a buckskin and I already have a bay if I had to pick between the two. That's color. Personality, both Yankee and Krystal have such a good personality. Honestly, you know what? This is gonna be super random, but I would actually like the baby to have Brandi's personality. I know that's super weird and so random because she's not even part of this little family. She's not in the blood genes or whatever, but I love her personality. Brandi is so curious. She loves cuddles. She loves being with you. She is the first one to come up to you. Brandi is very affectionate and I love that personality. If the baby turned out like Krystal, it'd be great too. Like Krystal's such a good mare. She's always had such a good temperament. She's never kicked. She's never bitten. She's never tried to throw me off, tried to rear or anything like that. Like Krystal's such a good mare, but she's just very like to herself. You know I love you so I don't have to show it type. But if I had to pick, I think I would want a baby that's affectionate, wants to be with you. Like I love cuddly horses. You know, I love horses that just want to be with you all the time and just want to see what you're up to and stuff. So as far as personality, I think that's what I would go for. Height, I really want the baby to be like Krystal. So like if the baby ended up being 16 hands, that would be perfect. But I wouldn't consider Yankee short either. So even if the baby is like Yankee's height, then that would be fine too. This is just me like really thinking hard about it to answer the question. Like I really have no preference. I know the baby's gonna be amazing no matter what its personality is like, what color it is, how tall it is. Like I really don't care. I just want a healthy, happy baby. The next question is, at what age do you think you'll be breaking the foal? I hate that word, breaking. We're gonna switch that word to starting. At what age will I be starting the horse? Definitely wouldn't be getting on until 3.5. That's kind of what I'm going for, but also it depends on how the foal's growing. I'm not in a rush. Like even with Brandi, like Brandi's like 5 now and we've just started riding. So I'm not really much of like, oh, it has to be done at this and this and this. I'm not in a rush. I'd rather my horse be fully developed and ready than to start him too soon. There was this saying I read somewhere and it was like, start them young and their career's over early. Start them older and their career lasts longer. Something like that. And I really agree with that. I would rather wait. There's no rush. The next question is, are you nervous about the process of weaning, training, and socializing the foal? To be honest, I am a little bit nervous about that. I don't have experience with foals at all. After having Penelope and Delilah, my 2 cows, I'm kind of like second guessing myself because I totally thought it would be so easy to work with them and like train them. I'm like, oh, you know, it's gonna be just like a horse. It's gonna be fine. Mostly Delilah is a little terror sometimes. She doesn't understand personal space, is starting to like nudge me and stuff. Since I had them since bottle babies, now I'm like, did I spend too much time with them? Cuddle too much with them? Was I too close to them? I'm overthinking all of that because of the cows. Then I'm like, oh my goodness, I better not do the same thing with the baby. Like what if it turns out that way? But then I'm like, wait, what if cows are different than horses? It's not the same way of training. Like I don't want to do too much, but then I don't want to do too little. I don't know, just the cows traumatized me because I thought I would be able to train them like I did with the horses and it totally didn't end up that way. So now I'm like, oh my goodness. But I don't know if that's because they're cows and they're completely different than horses, or if it's just because I just spent too much time with them, or because I bottle fed them. Like maybe they didn't understand like I'm not a cow. It's mostly Delilah. She is not patient at all. I can't even walk. She's just a lot. But anyway, I definitely am a little bit nervous. Like I honestly haven't done any research at all when it comes to the part after birth, but I feel like part of it will be common sense. Definitely do want to give Krystal the time with her baby. I don't want to ruin that moment and ruin their bond. I think it's very important for them to bond with each other before I come in. But in conclusion, yeah, I am nervous. I still have a lot more research to do. The next question is, what discipline do you plan on training the foal in? I actually haven't even thought about this. I feel like I have so much time to think about that, and then depending on the horse and like the conformation and just like how the baby's turning out, I feel like I would choose. I've never been too strict with what I do. I love to do a little bit of everything. I've done cow sorting, I've done reining, I've done barrel racing, I've done obstacles, I've done trail riding. Who knows what I'm gonna be interested in 3 years from now, you know? Just like Krystal did everything, the baby's gonna do everything as well. Brandi's gonna do everything. Of course, I would like to dabble in English too if that's a possibility, if I'm into that in 3 years. I haven't decided yet, but I'm always open to anything. The next question is, will the foal stay on your property when you wean? Again, you guys, I haven't done much research on that part of the process. We do have a neighbor. She's like a breeding farm. At a certain time of the year, she has like all the babies out in one pasture together. So maybe I think I would like to do that. Like since she's close by, I can walk over and just like see the baby all the time and then bring the baby over to visit if that's a thing. I really don't know. And I think it'd be fun for the baby to be with other babies as well, to socialize and just to be well-rounded. Like imagine all of the foals in one pasture together. That'd be the cutest thing ever. But it does break my heart thinking of like taking the baby away from here. Like in a blink of an eye, the baby's gone. Krystal like traumatizing her. Like that's gonna be crazy. I know it's a common thing. Everyone does it, but it is kind of like tough, you know? It's gonna be sad. Then again, I could just put the baby in a different pasture, separate from Krystal's. When the time comes, we'll see. How has the experience been so far? It's been amazing. It's been great. I think my favorite part about it has been sharing it with you guys. Having you guys be a part of this and just having all these videos to look back on and just see the whole process. I've definitely bonded more with Krystal. I've learned so much. Like I knew nothing about breeding, about foaling, about babies, about ultrasounds, like nothing. But Dr. Carolyn, Krystal's repro vet, she's taught me so much. I've learned so much. The experience has been amazing so far. Krystal's been great. Hasn't been aggressive. She hasn't been anything. She's just been perfect. It's definitely been a very exciting time. And again, I'm glad I'm sharing it with you guys. Okay, the last question is, will you be keeping the foal? So I know this is probably the question that you guys, this is the question that I've been asked the most. I know that this is probably what you guys have been waiting for. This whole video is for me to answer this question. And the answer is yes, I will be keeping the foal. That is my plan when I get an animal. Like, I never get an animal thinking I want to sell it. And even though I didn't plan for this baby to come, like I didn't choose to have a baby, I feel like it's my responsibility, even more so because it was an accident, because it wasn't planned. I do feel a huge responsibility to keep the baby, be its forever home. I feel like that with all of my animals. Krystal, I'm gonna be her forever home. Brandi is gonna be for her forever home. Like, you never know who you're selling your horse to, and I can't imagine selling it to the wrong home, or I don't know, you just can't trust everybody. And I've heard horror stories of people selling their horse to what they thought was their forever home, and the next thing the horse is at an auction, ending up at a feedlot. It's just a lot. So I can't imagine me selling it for any reason. I mean, you don't know the future, but it's not in my plans at all. All of my animals are my forever animals. God forbid any huge life change happens. You never know, but my plan is to keep all of my animals until it's their time. So yeah, so I definitely will be keeping the baby, and there's just so many horses out there that need to be adopted, that need homes, so I cannot put another horse out there that needs a home, you know what I mean? The baby will have a home, all of my animals have a home, so yes, I will be keeping the baby. Anyway, I hope I answered all of your guys' questions. If you guys have any more questions, anything that you want to know that I missed, that I didn't answer, definitely leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them. I honestly don't know when she's gonna give birth. I thought she was gonna give birth super early, but now she's kind of holding off. Like, we don't know. It's super unexpected. She could be giving birth tonight. Who knows? Thank you for sending in your questions. Thank you for being so involved. Thank you for being excited with me. I'm so glad that you guys are a part of this journey. Oh, and I wanted to mention, I don't know if you guys saw any sneak peeks in this video of a little something something, you know. I actually came out with merch. This is my logo. I've been going crazy on Instagram posting sneak peeks. I'm still doing a whole video all about the merch. I'm gonna be showing all the products, showing the shirts, showing everything. But because this video is going up before that one and I did already release it, I did want to show you guys. Thank you guys so much to those of you who have ordered already. Like, I am mind blown. I did not have any expectations. My expectations were really low. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for ordering merch. Like, if you ordered it, thank you. I really appreciate it. You're supporting me and the animals, so thank you. I can't believe you guys like it as much as you do, and if you haven't seen it, I really do hope you like it, but don't feel the need to buy anything to support me. You guys support me already by watching my videos, by liking my videos, by commenting, all that stuff. So if you can't buy anything, it's perfectly fine. Please, please, please don't feel like you have to, okay? But yeah, I will be doing another video all about the merch. I did want to show you a quick little sneak peek since it's already up. I will leave the website in my description box if you guys want to check out all the other stuff. Oh, and don't forget to check out Foal app. Thank you so much to Foal app for sponsoring this video. This has been a lifesaver, so definitely check them out. I will leave their website linked down below, as well as the link to download the app. It's for iPhone and Android. This is amazing. I have to run out and put this back on Krystal because, like, you know, I'm nervous. If you like this video, please, please, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, what's up? My name is Cindy Valentina. Please don't forget to subscribe. You don't want to miss all of the pregnancy videos. This might be happening tomorrow. It might be happening next week. I don't know, but I have so many pregnancy videos planned, so definitely subscribe so you don't miss any. Here's my notification shout out. Thank you guys so much for commenting. If you want to be shouted out in my next video, all you gotta do is just click the notification bell and then leave me a comment down below letting me know that you've done it, and that's it. You might be shouted out in my next video, and plus you'll get notified every time I post a video, so you won't miss the pregnancy videos. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.